Hey guys, welcome back to XDA. Today we're going to talk about a must-have app that does not require root but still enables us to back up and restore data on our device. Let's check it out. So the first thing we want to do make sure is download and install the application directly from the Play Store. It's called Helium. There is a Pro version. I'm showing you guys today there's some of the features in the Pro. There is a free version that you're able to use, so not a worry if you don't want to get the Pro right away. Once you launch the application itself, it has a very friendly UI. The main benefit of this application over any other backup application is you can use this on your, Note 3, Note 4, your system, your Android device, without having to have root. And that's the beauty of it. You need to have a companion app that the developer provides us on his website. Once you have that installed, authenticating it on the system, as long as you don't reboot your system, you're able to launch this application, restore, backup, do anything you'd like to do with this without having any issues. And that's the beauty of Helium. Helium does not require root, and by far I think it's the best backup and restore application, non-root requiring. It has the ability, of course, to backing up your text messages, your Wi-Fi access point connections, as well as your dictionary. The applications that it allows you to back up, meaning the actual application plus the data for it, are all available for you here to be able to look at. There is an area at the bottom, depending on the developers, some options are not available, and it does inform you that these applications, for an example, you cannot back them up. You cannot back up their data. You can't access them. So there is some limitation to this. Obviously, this isn't titanium backup by any means, but it does give you the ability of at least backing up, I would say, about 80 to 90% of your applications. And then, of course, when you're trying to back up and you start selecting different applications, so we'll go through here, we'll just say we want to do here. It gives you the option to only back up the actual data for this application. And when we say only, meaning once you do a restore, it will instruct you to go to the Play Store and download the app, making the backup files smaller, easier to upload. So if you're constrained with data as far as being able to upload on your Wi-Fi mobile connection here, this is a better option. Otherwise, you can uncheck the box and it will actually back up the APK as well as the data. So when you're restoring actually a full backup of what this app was on this device. So a beautiful way to back up, very nice. And it gives you the ability of obviously selecting all, deselecting all. That's just kind of a function. If we swipe to the right, this is the options of being able to basically either manage our backups, or the other beauty of it is to be able to restore. But it also works in a different way, because if you have this application installed on multiple devices, you can have apps backed up from one device straight restored to a different device directly between the two different apps. You don't have to actually have it backed up to the cloud and down. And this is where it gives you the other options. These are some of the other devices that I've used in the past. Let's not go into this massive list. Of course, you can add some cloud storage abilities. You have Dropbox, Box, and Google Drive. Of course, Google Drive by default is set up because that's your account. Well, we'll just say Grant again. Lollipop has a little bit of an issue in the way root was accessed. So I do have root on this device, but you don't have to have that. Other than that, it works very nice. It backs up and restores. It does exactly what it promises. And I like the functionality. It's simple, it's easy, and it's not root requiring. From what you guys can see with the hands-on, it's actually pretty simple as far as instructions. You turn it on, you select what you want to back up, and you can back up either the full backup with the APK or just the data, which makes it smaller, easier to transfer. And you're able to actually back it up directly to your internal storage, online cloud, directly to another device. So I can do actually a backup straight from my Nexus 6 onto my Note 4 without even having to go to the cloud, which is the beauty of it. The only kind of different thing about this that makes it so unique is the fact that you can use this functionality within Android that's by default turned off on a device that's not rooted. Now, yes, the demo was done on a rooted device, but that's because that's how my systems are. All my devices are generally rooted. But you have the ability of using this. The only caveat is you have to have a companion app on the desktop. Once you install the application, which is a simple downloadable file, Mac or PC compatible, you can actually turn this functionality within the system on a temporary basis as long as you don't reboot your device. Once you reboot the device, you have to re-authenticate, but other than that, it actually works, and it doesn't require you to restart your device to back up and restore. So it works very nice, simple, easy, and there's a free and a pro version. You can definitely check it out and let me know what you guys think. I personally have had Helium since it was called Carbon, so that's how far back I've used it. And I also use, obviously, the other main one, which is Titanium Backup. If you'd like to see a comparison between Titanium Backup and Helium, let me know. I can always do a versus kind of a thing. But I wanted to share with you this must-have app because I felt like a lot of us have devices that are generally rooted, but some of us don't, and they still like to be able to back up devices and then restore them on a new system that we just purchased without having to go through resetup and downloading 6,000 apps or something like that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As usual, please make sure you check out our videos from CES that we just posted over the weekend and last week, as well as check out my channel. I'm posting some of my channel, my videos, of course, from CES as well. And I will see you guys soon.